Professor X, Mr. Charles Xavier, and the X-Men crew are back in X-Men Apocalypse. So let's get straight to it and review this movie. See you on the other side. Welcome back, Showtimers, to Showtime. It's great to see you guys joining me once again on these small reviews with me, Emmanuel. Okay, let's get straight to it. X-Men Apocalypse. Now, I'm going to keep this short and there may be some spoilers, so you've been warned. So if you have not seen this movie, go and see it and come back here and join me on this short review. Okay, I'm a great X-Men fan. I've been watching it forever, especially the animated series from the late 80s through to the 90s. I was watching it all the time when I was growing up in London. And I'm very passionate about these characters and they're very close to my heart. So I was so excited when I saw the original X-Men movie in 2000. I really liked it and it opened up the way for many other superhero movies. And for me, it was delivered and executed and it had the right story and the right script writing behind it to whet my appetite, and and it just was a platform for other movies of the same style to be made. It was like the green light. And I loved also X-Men 2, X-Men United. I think that came out in 2003. But so far there have been 8 X-Men movies. I think it's 8 if you include the Wolverine and X-Men Originals, that terrible movie. But there's 8 movies, spin-offs from the X-Men franchise brand. And with X-Men Apocalypse, when I watched this movie, because before I went to see this movie, there was many different negative reviews floating around on YouTube and on the web. But I like to see a movie with my own eyes, and then I like to tell you guys what I think about this movie. And it's always my opinion. So this movie is not as good as X-Men, the previous movie, Days of Future Past. What can I tell you about it? The good things, Quicksilver made this movie. I love the way that they used him. He was just brilliant. It just took my breath away. The effects. His scenes were a lot longer, more spaced out. I like that. I liked him from the previous movie. I really, really did. The previous movie, he was a part of the story, but he wasn't the main character. In this movie, it suffered. I think if he wasn't in it, it wouldn't be so good. It was a bit dull. I was like, how can I really put this in the right way? It wasn't the best X-Men movie. It wasn't the worst X-Men movie, but it was somewhere in the middle. It wasn't that good. I love Magneto's backstory. It really made sense when you see the other movies, and I mean the previous movies, because this is a prequel. So it really makes sense the way, the reason why he dislikes Homo sapiens and human beings. It really makes sense, without going into too many spoilers, surrounding his family and his life in Poland. Really, it really made sense. I really connected with him. So these 2 elements were very good. Great storytelling there. Also, I liked Storm's origin story in this movie. Actually, we got to see how she became Storm. And also Scott Summers, Cyclops. I like these elements inside. But I was thinking to myself, do we really need another origin story again? Do we really need that? And also, we have Apocalypse. And, you know, Isaac is a great actor. I loved him in Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and also in Ex Machina. But for me, he just didn't have the right look to be Apocalypse. You gotta understand, I grew up watching Apocalypse. I know this character so well, and for me, it was too powerful. It was like a god. You know, Apocalypse was not like that. As far from my opinion, and other people that watched the animated series, Apocalypse was very powerful. He gave the X-Men a hard time in the original animated series. But for me, just the look of him, it just didn't connect for me. The right person, and I've said this way back, in 1997 when Stargate started. There's a character called Tiak, if you know the Stargate franchise very well. And Tiak is played by Christopher Judge. I hope I've got his name right, Christopher Judge. And he's just got that face. When I saw him, I said to my brothers way back then in 1997, hey, if they ever make a movie, an X-Men movie with Apocalypse, this is the right guy to play. I was hoping, I was praying, but it's just Hollywood again, just to take someone at the moment that is doing very well and is a great actor and try and put him in everything. It doesn't work. It doesn't work all the time. And for me, this is a misfire. I don't think it was the right casting in many different elements inside this movie. I don't think the casting was just right. The special effects on the whole was good, but there were certain scenes where, oh my god, I was saying, wow, do they really think they're going to get away with it in 2016 with these kind of effects? I wasn't feeling it. Like I'm going to say, this movie is not terrible. It's the end of this trilogy, starting from First Class. But I don't know if they were rushing to get this movie out. It did feel like an X-Men movie, but it wasn't the best movie in the franchise. And so I'm gonna give this movie, and I really wanted to give it something more, especially when you see Quicksilver scenes. But I cannot base a movie just because of Quicksilver and really Magneto's, storyline. And Michael Fassbender, oh my god, his acting is excellent. Yeah, man, this is an excellent actor. I would just give him a 30 out of 30. He nailed it. But I was disappointed, guys. I was expecting more. So I'm gonna give this movie 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I can't give it any more, because there were some issues, I think, with the script writing, and I expect more from X-Men. I really do. I really do. I hope the next movie is better. I hope they listen to the feedback and build on it. The fans, you got to make this movie for the fans. If the fans are not enjoying it, there's no point in doing it. You got to really entertain the fans and do your homework. There was another thing that didn't make sense. If you know the original X-Men movie, when Wolverine is introduced and he meets up with Cyclops and Jean Grey, why didn't recognize him? Now there's a spoiler. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And look away, look away now, or just cover your ears. It's when they are captured by Stryker and they escape, and Wolverine meets Jean Grey and Scott Summers, Cyclops, and Nightcrawler. I just don't understand why when they meet him in the future, they don't recognize him. Maybe that will be explained in the next movie, which takes place in the 90s. But I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me on this quite new channel. I'm getting to grips how things are working. And keep watching those movies. Let me know if there's anything you want me to review. Thank you so much once again. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Take care. Keep watching those movies. And coming up next, straight after this, I'm going to do a review on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I'm quite pleased with. We're season 3, and I will tell you why. So, see you soon. Keep watching those movies. Keep watching those TV shows. Stay safe, and bye-bye.